Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over my September kit lineup. I feel like this is the month before things really start to get good with like holidays and seasonal kits, and I don't know, I just feel like winter's done, I'm over winter. I did a few anytime kind of spring kits in August, and now we're moving fully into August, into spring, and then holidays, and then summer, and then it's just, here we go. So, spring, if I could speak, September's a bit of a longer month, so I've got 5 kits to go over. I don't know if I went over the week of the 28th in my previous video or not, but in any case, the kits changed. So I'm going to go through the week of 28th of, I just lost an earring back. Put that aside. 28th of August to the 3rd of September, so kind of the first like half week, I guess. And I am using this kit from CAS Press. Actually, as you'll notice, 4 out of my 5 kits are from CAS Press, so it's a CAS Press spring and summer. I'm telling you, she's really my favorite shop, and that's what you're going to be seeing going forwards. So the kit is from CAS Press. It is called Teddy Bread, and I thought this was the perfect transition between like August, when I started to do a bit of spring anytime, to really when I ramp up into spring, because this kit to me could be anytime, but also the colors are very spring. That's got like flowers, and I don't know, it's a spring kit to me. So I thought that was like the right time to use it. So I've got heaps of boxes actually. I picked up the blonde person, which I don't know why I did that, unless I just maybe thought the blonde hair went a bit better, but I'm actually not really a fan of this person. I think I'll only use her anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I've got the 15mm strip in the like grid, the beige color with the grid pattern, and then these are the colors of the kit. And you're probably thinking, Emma, those are not your colors at all, you're gonna hate this. And to be honest, there's very well a good chance that I might, but I really liked the art. I thought it was like a really different kind of theme that we haven't seen before, and at the end of the day, sage green is my favorite, so I'm hoping that kind of brings it all together for me. But we will see. It is definitely not my kind of color scheme. So my main foil color for this kit is olive, and I've got the Bow 2 overlay from Planner Hannah. I just thought this was like, this is not my usual bow, but I thought this was like a cute bow to go with like the cute kind of vibe, if you will. I have the grid underlay in olive because I feel like this kit had to have a grid with that pattern, and then there's like grids in the boxes, and I don't know, I just thought that was perfect. And then because I've never used olive before, I don't have any olive, I picked up the overlay sheet to use. And then because I don't have hardly any olive, I am mixing it with matte bronze. So I've got the confetti 15mm and the headers on this sheet, and then I've got the bougie boxes in this sheet, and then I have some scripts and icons on this one. So primarily my foil color is olive, but as I mentioned, I don't really have a lot of it, so I kind of have to bring in some other stuff to supplement until I can build up my olive collection. I'm using another olive kit. I think that you saw that kit in my last lineup, but I had to change it around because I don't have the foil. So I think that'll be used in November instead. So we'll slowly start to build up my olive. So that was week 1, 28th. Now we've got the week of the 4th through the 10th. And this is when we're really ramping up into spring kits. And this is where we're really going like off the deep end in terms of foil pairing. Like this is a real out there one, but anyway. So the kit I'm using is Pixie Grove from CAS Press, and it was that beautiful like fairy art from Sadie Piper, and I much preferred the kind of like more earthy natural colorway. I think the other one was like bright blue and purple and green maybe from memory, but this one was much more up my alley. So I've got the full boxes. I picked up the medium skin black hair girl because she's just like beautiful. I picked up the toolbox blonde hair. I've got two 15 millimeters apparently. I don't remember doing that, but I've got two. I've got another brunette fashion girl, and then I've got even more full boxes. So this is going to be like a wild time trying to figure out which ones I'm going to use and which ones I'm not. But anyway, these are the colors. I just love the, like this color is beautiful, and then this obviously sage green is just to die for. So, oh, that box has got a cat in it. Another box that I want to use. Bottom washi. I don't love the bottom washi, so I might actually end up using the two strips that I've got instead. We'll see. So that was the kit, and then okay, so the foil that I brought to go with this is like very themed, and it's from Alicia Craft, which if you didn't know, I do PR for Alicia Craft now, so you can use MF15 when you are shopping to save yourself 15% off. I do also have a freebie. I'll try and remember to pop it on the screen because I don't think I've showed you on camera before. But the foil is to die for. The issue is I think I got my color choice wrong, and sometimes that does happen because I buy foil based on, like, I don't have the kit with me, I buy it based on the computer image, and I really got the tones of this one wrong. So it's the Fairy collection from Alicia, which is still in shop, and I got it in, I want to say ballerina. But as you can see, it's the colors in the kit are not, they're much more like peachy pink rather than like light pink. So what am I going to do? Rather than, I don't know, buy it in another color or accept defeat, no, we're not doing that. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to use it. I've got the 15 millimeter, which I just, this was to die for. I had to use this one. I've got the underlays, which are in like this floral kind of, they're not really, they don't have to be fairy themed. They're really like garden floral theme, but I just thought they were perfect. I've got the toolbox sheet because obviously I've got a toolbox, and then I bought the frame. I thought these were dainty enough that I could use the whole frame, whereas normally I'll buy like corners or whatever. So that's the base foil color, and then this is where we get a little wild. I am also using, because obviously I don't have enough here to kind of make a full spread, I am also pulling in copper. And you are probably like, Emma, what on God's green earth are you talking about? But let me show you, and then I'll put it all together, and I feel like the vision comes together. So I'm using this 15 millimeter in leaves from Planner Hannah that I have left over. Obviously this is more designed towards autumn, but a leaf is a leaf at the end of the day, and this is like a forest kit, so I thought this was perfect. I've obviously got my circle icons because I don't do a spread without them. I've got one sheet of this like old format for overlays and headers. I've got the bougie boxes, and then I've got a sheet of scripts and icons. So that's what I'm using. But then you put it all together, and I feel like maybe, just maybe, I've redeemed myself. I don't know. I feel like the copper, like the warm tones of the copper kind of balances out the fact that I got the tone of this wrong, and this is a lot more cool than the kit. And I don't know, I feel like copper is something that you would not expect in spring. It's an autumn color. I could totally be reaching here, that's very possible. but I'm actually excited to see how this comes together. So I guess at the end of the day, that's all that matters, and we'll see how it all comes together. So that is the second week, and as I said, I'm using ballerina and copper. The ballerina is from Alicia Craft and the copper is from Planner Hannah. Then we go into a bit more of a normal kind of pairing. So this is the week of the 11th, and I'm using the December Mystery that I picked up probably in the buy sell trade. I love this artist, and often she gets themes that I have no interest in, but I love this theme. I think it's really pretty. I'm just going to use it as a basic spring kit, although it would be perfect, I think, if you were traveling to England or the UK, but I am not, so I'm just using it as a spring kit. I love these colors. I feel like green is really featuring in my spring lineup, and I love that because I'm all about green. It's my favorite color. Well, not just green, like mint green is my favorite color. But I just love that I'm using so much green. So that's the kit. I feel like I haven't actually seen that many people use this kit. I don't know. And then my base color is actually rose. So I've just got like a mumbo jumbo of heaps of rose. I have a lot of rose foil and I never use rose, so this was a good opportunity to kind of bring it all together. So I'm using the floral full box pages. I feel like that makes the most sense. And then I've got some blossom because I feel like the kid's a bit bougie, and then like floral obviously makes sense. I've got some just normal bougie. I've got scripts, I've got icons, I've got scripts and icons, and then my bottom washi I'm going to do, I probably will find, I've been really trying to pull in Simply Gilded washi to my spreads again, so I feel like there's going to be a colour that matches like these colours, so I will probably pull in one of those and just use the floral underlay. And then for the underlays, I'm using light pink, which is always my go-to when I use rose, even though they're not the same tones. Rose is more peachy, this is more like true pink, but it's the closest match, and I just didn't know what else to use, so I'm just using that in florals. I'm excited for this one. I feel like after the week before, that's either going to be like a big hit or a big miss. It's going to be nice just to be like, okay, I'm just using rose, and it's nice and easy and straightforward. So that was the week of the 18th, and then the week of the, hold on, have I got too many kids? The 28th, the 4th, the 11th, the 18th. Oh, I think so this was the 28th, this was the 4th, this was the 11th, and now we're on to the 18th. Okay, sorry friends. This is probably the spring kit that I'm most excited for, and it is the Flora kit from CAS Press, so Celeste Studio Art, and I don't know that I really need to say too much about the art. I think it's pretty obvious why this is up my alley. Obviously it's Celeste Studio, so that's enough. Like, I don't think I need to explain myself. I really don't. This is just the most divine art I've ever seen. Again, green. There's actually green in every single one of my kits, and I'm so here for it. These colors are just stunning. Absolutely love them. So that's the kit, and then I am pairing a Alicia Craft little bundle that I've put together in Purple Hollow, and I just feel like Purple Hollow is the move. There's no other option for me. I have the butterfly 15mm, I've got the butterfly underlays, and then I've got the toolbox, and then the frame. So I actually bought this at the same time I bought the fairy set, which is why I have the exact same sheets. I often change up which sheets I buy and which sheets I don't, but obviously at this time this was my order. So this is what I've got, And then to kind of supplement that, I'm pairing it with Lavender Hollow, and I feel like Alicia Craft has Lavender Hollow, but I wanted to use Purple Hollow specifically, and then I thought Lavender Hollow just kind of matched without overwhelming it. I don't know. Rather than like the whole thing being Lavender Hollow, I didn't want that, is my point. So I've got my icons, my scripts and icons, my food icons, my 15mm, and then my bougie. So that's kind of my little bundle, but obviously the main color is Purple Hollow, and I just, as I said, this is my most anticipated one. I just think it's my favorite art, it's my favorite colors, and I just can't wait to see that one on the page. And then finally is the week of the 25th, which goes a tiny bit into October, but I'm going to go over it anyway because it's mostly a September week. And it's another kit from CAS Press. It is called Lakeside Picnic, and to be totally and completely honest with you, I bought this kit for the colors. I'm not a huge fan of the art style. It's beautiful and I love the theme. I'm just not a huge fan of the style, but I bought it because, I mean, like, this is just gonna look so good on the page. And I feel like as soon as I saw the kit, I had a vision of exactly what foil colors I was gonna use, and it was just like, it all came together in my head. So that's why I ended up buying it. As I said, not so much for the art, although it is lovely, it's just not my personal taste, but the spread is going to be. So that's the kit, and then the foil, the main foil that I'm using is Lavender from Planner Hannah. So I have the, this is the bow 4, and I love this bow, this is my favorite bow. I've got the mixed overlay sheet, which is my go-to, and then I've got the plaid 2. I bought this before she brought out the picnic underlays, which is like essentially this, but it's got like little, I think little bugs crawling on it. It actually looks like a picnic blanket, which would have been perfect, except I already bought this. This is also perfect, and I don't need to buy anything else. So that's the base of my spread, and then to kind of complement that, I'm using silver, so I'm using the same floral underlay as a couple of weeks ago. I've got my normal like icons. I am pulling in just a few little extras, so I've got the blossom sheet. I've got these two freebies, which are like little leaf designs, which I thought worked really nicely. And then I've got two spring quote boxes, one from Planet Choco and one from Sticker Guru, that I'm going to pull in as well. So again, primarily like lavender is the shining color here, but I just don't have enough lavender because I've never used lavender before. However, as I said, this kit I'm 100% using for the colors. So that is my spring lineup. I'm very excited about it. We'll do a very quick recap. So we've got Teddy Bread and olive/matte bronze. We've got Pixie Grove with ballerina/copper. We've got December Mystery with rose. We've got Flora with purple hollow. And then we've got Lakeside Picnic with lavender and silver. So I'm excited about this. I'm certain nobody is using the same kits as me. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.